This is the X Sports Network.
Working with Gina was great because she really knows this area. I gave her the specifications of what I was looking for, and she took me right to my forever home.
I met Gina when she sold my son's home within 5 days after it hit the market. With my home, from the day the sign hit the yard to the day we signed the papers, Gina was there every step of the way. Her involvement in the sale of my home was the best decision that I made.
We never felt like Gina was pushing us to make a deal with a buyer. She knew what we wanted, and she worked diligently to get us the best offer for our properties.
Working hard for my clients to make their dreams come true. Let me work for you.
Gifts and goodies galore await you at Miss Millie's in downtown Lawrenceburg. From brands you know and love, like E. Newton Jewelry and Tyler Diva Wash, to unique specialty gifts, you will find it all here. Whether you're looking for the perfect gift for someone you love or shopping for yourself, shopping local is the way to go. We have home goods, women's fashion and accessories, baby items, and lots of seasonal decorations. Our friendly staff will welcome you in, help you find what you need, and even package your gifts for you. Also, we can't forget to tell you about our popular bridal registry. Future brides can come and create their perfect registry with us. So stop by Miss Millie's today. We're located in the northeast corner of the square in downtown Lawrenceburg.
Cell phone plans at an affordable price? Only at LE Wireless. When they say wireless for all, they mean it. With yearly plans as low as $5 per month, they say it's the best $60 you'll spend on unlimited talk and text. Ask about their monthly and family plans. They'll succeed in meeting your needs at a price you'll love. And no need to go elsewhere for accessories. Already a customer? Their referral program can put even more money in your pocket at LE Wireless, located at 300 Ellingson Street in Lawrenceburg. Call today and ask about their free phone promotion.
Mac Brown has been providing photographic services for 55 years. During that time, Mac Brown photographers have photographed children, seniors, weddings, schools, musicians, and commercial businesses. The studio takes great pride in producing quality photographs and services for its many clients. While the studio has adapted as times have changed, their goal of providing excellent photography has remained constant. For more information or to schedule an appointment, visit their website at macbrownphoto.com or give them a call at 931-762-4263. Let the professionals at Mac Brown Photography turn your memories into treasures.
Arts, crafts, stationery, journals, books, educational toys, wrapping paper, devotionals, greeting cards, and much more can all be found at Paper and Thread in downtown Lawrenceburg. Shop local to find the perfect gift or have a custom gift basket made for just the right occasion. Paper and Thread has a party room now available for birthdays, classes, and so much more. We could go on and on about all the neat things you'll find at Paper and Thread, but you just need to hop in your car and head down there. 106 North Military Avenue in Lawrenceburg is where you'll find them and discover what makes Paper and Thread awesome. That's Paper and Thread in downtown Lawrenceburg, 106 North Military Avenue, just north of the square.
Since opening our doors in 1904, Builtwell Bank has existed to be the local economic engine for the communities we serve. No matter if you're buying a car, saving for retirement, or finally buying that forever home, Builtwell Bank is here to help. From personal checking and savings accounts to a full suite of business and commercial banking with treasury management services, we'll make sure you'll have a dedicated Builtwell banker that understands your unique needs and stands by you every step of the way. No matter where you are in Tennessee or Northwest Georgia, there's likely a Builtwell Bank location nearby. Come see us and let our dedicated financial team help you with all of your banking needs. Member FDIC.
At C&B Linen, fast, friendly, and reliable service is our promise to you. Because you're not just a customer, you're family. From multi-use linen to branded floor coverings and a complete range of cleaning supplies, C&B Linen is here to make sure you have everything you need. From our high-quality products to our fast, friendly, and reliable service, you'll experience the difference with C&B Linen. Because you're not just a client, you're part of our family. You'll be winning with C&B Linen.
Since 1955, Evers Construction has been the company folks have trusted for residential and commercial construction projects. Today, Evers is still the leader in building and is just as committed to maintaining. From residential to commercial and industrial, Evers' team of experts stands ready to install, service, and repair all your HVAC and plumbing needs. Specializing in leak repair, maintenance, air duct cleaning and repair, air handler service, drain cleaning, gas line work, emergency unit repair, inspections, and more. Evers Construction offers a preventative maintenance package to keep your home or business cool in the summer and warm in the winter. Trained, trusted, reliable. For more information or to schedule an appointment with the pros who know, phone 931-762-3593 or visit eversconstructionco.com. Evers Construction Company in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee.
Efficiency, reliability, accuracy. Move forward with your real estate sale or purchase with Title and Escrow of Lawrence County, the most experienced closing team around. Working with clients locally and throughout the state, we offer a wide range of services, including the expertise of an on-staff attorney, backed by our more than 49 years experience in titles and closings. We get the job done on time at a fair price and ensure every last detail is correct. Our goal is to give you peace of mind. When you work with us, you work with people who live where you do. We understand the importance of the real estate community and strive to build strong relationships with all parties involved in the process. Whether you're buying a home, selling a business, acquiring land, or anything in between, you're in good hands with Title and Escrow of Lawrence County.
Put the most experienced closing team on your side. Contact Title and Escrow of Lawrence County today.
Being raised in Tennessee, we believe in the importance of family and community. Creating a positive experience at our family-owned and operated business is one of the ways we share that belief.
Being in an accident can be extremely stressful. When it came time for my repairs, Mashburn's made it easy.
I am lucky to have a wonderful company in my community like Mashburn's Collision Center. It's reassuring to know that I'm in good hands because their work is second to none.
We pride ourselves that the Mashburn name is one of the most trusted in Lawrence County since 1981. Mashburn's Collision Center. Let our family take care of yours.
Pat's Cafe and Catering has been proudly serving customers in Lawrenceburg since 1987. For 4 generations, our family-run cafe has served up delicious breakfast and lunch favorites with friendly service and a welcoming atmosphere. We also offer full-service catering and can help to make your next party or event a success. For great food and friendly faces, visit us today at Pat's Cafe and Catering.
When I cross that county line, just off Highway 49, it all makes perfect sense. Man, I live for this.
Hey, I'm Peyton Bowie, the children's pastor at Mars Hill Baptist Church, and it's crazy to think that summer is just around the corner. If you're like me and you're already planning what you're going to be doing and where you're going to be going for the summer, go ahead and put Vacation Bible School at Mars Hill down on your calendar. June the 9th through the 12th from 9 a.m. to noon for any kids 4 years old all the way through 5th grade. This year our theme is True North, where we're going to be looking at all that God has created to help us really understand and discover who God is and how amazing He is and what it means to have a relationship with Jesus. So come join us June 9th through the 12th at Mars Hill Baptist Church from 9 a.m. to noon, kids 4 years old all the way through 5th grade. We can't wait to see you there.
Southern Craft Manufacturing is dedicated to creating the finest quality and greatest value products in the death care industry. Southern Craft has perfected blending old world craftsmanship with modern manufacturing technologies to create a full line of steel, wood, and corrugated caskets. Family owned and operated for over 30 years, Southern Craft is now looking to hire local and regional truck drivers, welders, and production workers, each with great starting pay and a benefits package. For more information, visit southerncraftmfg.com. A&M Medical is Lawrence County's newest medical clinic, specializing in urgent and primary care. Practitioners Andrea Bain and Meredith Hutton bring years of experience and compassion to keep you and your family healthy. A&M Medical features a separate well waiting room to meet your needs. Visit today and ask about A&M's weight loss program and telemedicine services. That's A&M Medical, located at 2367 Highway 43 South in Leoma, Tennessee. Make your property rock and roll with services from G&S Excavating, specializing in white sand, compost, mulch, topsoil, landscape gravel, and steel landscape edging. Turn to the pros who know how to make your project shine with years of experience. The best part is they're locally owned and operated. Choose from a vast selection of mulch and rock from their conveniently located facility at number 3 Valley Road in Lawrenceburg, just off Buffalo Road. Phone 931-279-3841 and get started today.
You know, Storing Lee Furniture is not just some huge chain store, but we do have a 144,000 square foot showroom right here in Leoma, Tennessee.
The Story family has worked together in the business now for 55 years.
And a familiar face is here to help you with whatever you need. That's what being a part of the community right here in the Tennessee Valley means. And if you have an issue, we're right here to take care of it. And don't forget free delivery. We invite you to come see us. We're Storing Lee Furniture.
Hey everyone, this is Landon Saunders.
And this is Nate Patterson with Cloud9 Fiber.
We're excited to finally be able to offer Lawrenceburg our blazing fast, reliable, and affordable fiber internet services.
If you're looking for a more reliable and more affordable provider, we at Cloud9 Fiber have you covered.
Plans start at $50 a month, and we can offer up to a gigabit to your home or business.
We are excited to be able to offer your first month of service entirely free. We encourage you to sign up on cloud9fiber.com or by calling 931-201-9098 so we can help you make the switch today.
You know, Storing Lee Furniture is not just some huge chain store, But we do have a 144,000 square foot showroom right here in Leoma, Tennessee.
The Story family has worked together in the business now for 55 years.
And a familiar face is here to help you with whatever you need. That's what being a part of the community right here in the Tennessee Valley means. And if you have an issue, we're right here to take care of it. And don't forget free delivery. We invite you to come see us. We're Story and Lee Furniture.
Hey everyone, this is Landon Saunders.
And this is Nate Patterson with Cloud9 Fiber.
We're excited to finally be able to offer Lawrenceburg our blazing fast, reliable, and affordable fiber internet services.
If you're looking for a more reliable and more affordable provider, we at Cloud9 Fiber have you covered.
Plans start at $50 a month, and we can offer up to a gigabit to your home or business.
We are excited to be able to offer your first month of service entirely free. We encourage you to sign up on cloud9fiber.com or by calling 931-201-9098 so we can help you make the switch today.
A Moment in Real Estate with my dad, Jeff Hood.
You know, I get asked a lot about what the market's going to do. How's the real estate market? I've been selling real estate for a long time, and nobody has a crystal ball. And you know what? When it's your time to buy or your time to sell, it really doesn't matter what the market's doing. It's your time, and you have to do something maybe. What makes a difference is the agents and the experience that go to work for you. We're Keller Williams Hood Company, located here in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. We can help.
Hood Company, powered by Keller Williams, the #1 name in real estate.
The Raptor Series from Hustler Turf. A premium line of residential mowers designed with a wide stance for operator comfort. A one-piece 11-gauge steel frame and welded steel deck for added durability. Finished off with premium Kawasaki V-twin power. We are Hustler Turf, and this is Hustler Country.
Arctic Air keeps your home or business comfortable. For more than 20 years, we provided outstanding residential and commercial services through southern Middle Tennessee. Whether you need assistance with your heat, air conditioning, preventive maintenance, or anything in between, trust our reliable team to get the job done. We'll take the time to figure out your specific needs and recommend what we believe is right and best for your situation.
We've been using Arctic Air for over 15 years now. Their service is great, they're here when we need them, and their prices are competitive. They take the worry out of the heat and air so I don't have to.
Arctic Air. When you need us, we'll be there.
Are you looking for the perfect refrigerator? What about a new stove or washer or dryer? It only makes sense to shop at the one place that specializes in appliances, top to bottom, big or small. And that's Kelly Appliance in Lawrenceburg. Kelly Appliance is home to all major name brands, including LG. LG makes life good with a full selection of refrigerators, cooking appliances, dishwashers, microwaves, and more, including appliances made right here in Tennessee. Family owned and family operated. Stop by Kelly Appliance on Jerry Street in Lawrenceburg today.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
Welcome in, everybody, to Mount Pleasant, Tennessee at Eddie Bassam Field here with a matchup between your Loretto Mustangs and the Tigers of Mount Pleasant. Starting lineups tonight for your Loretto Mustangs. Leading off is Cason Springer at first base. Batting second is the second baseman Michael Ridgway. Batting third and playing center is Grayson Burleson. Batting fourth and on the mound is Grant Fisher. Batting fifth at third base is Lucas Laxon. Batting sixth and behind the plate is Jaden Aaron. Batting seventh and left is Braden Bennett. Batting eighth and at short is Ben Lyles. And batting ninth in right field is Dylan Thompson. On the mound tonight for the Mount Pleasant Tigers will be number 11 Jackson Lindsay. And behind the plate tonight, receiving on the end of the pitching is Joseph Smith. And the defensive alignment for Mount Pleasant around the infield from third to first is Sheldon Christie, Hunter Holt, Carson Howell, and Zion Hollis. And in the outfield from left to right is George Clinkscale, Bentley Connor, and JoJo Connor. Beautiful night for baseball here as I bring in partner this evening, Hayden Burks. Hayden, what does Loretto need to do tonight to get on the winning side of things?
I mean, they just got to get off to a hot start. Mount Pleasant still looking for their first win within the district. Loretto looking to try to get to that number 2 spot. I know Lewis County and Summertown are playing right now for the battle for the first seed within the district. And like I was telling you before, the game started. Whoever wins that game will host the district tournament. So Loretto just trying to get a higher seed. That way they could take care of business and try to get to that championship game and end the season off on a high note.
Exactly, and we'll see if the Mustangs can do that tonight. His first pitch is just about to happen. Again, a beautiful night of baseball here. Not a lot of wind. Not seeing any rainfall, which is good to see. So a nice evening for some baseball. First pitch is going to be just up and away for a ball to start things off.
Yeah, this was supposed to be game 2 of this 2-game series between the two, but this is game 1 since yesterday got rained out, and it'll be a home game tomorrow for the Mustangs and also senior night against Mount Pleasant.
That pitch misses for a ball as well, and all eyes will, of course, be on the forecast for the remainder of the week. Wednesday should be able to get some games in. Thursday and Friday are looking pretty iffy, and I know especially with the district games, those will have to be made up. That ball is driven deep into right field. That's going to get over the fence for a home run. Leadoff home run to start things off for the Mustangs there by Cason Springer. And just like that, it's 1-0 Loretto.
That's
one way to start it.
Yeah, that's one way to start off hot.
That got out of here in a hurry. As he makes his way back to the dugout and gets greeted and smothered over there by his teammates. I'll bring up the second baseman, Michael Ridgway.
All right, Michael, put it over the fence.
So is that you calling for back-to-back? Or are you actually calling that it will be back-to-back?
Well, I'm going to hope for it.
That pitch misses for a ball, 1-0.
There's 3 pitches in already. 1-0 lead for Loretto. Now make it 4 pitches.
One-0 pitch. Hits him. And he makes his way down to first base.
Not sure where it got. It sounded like it got him on the helmet.
It sounded like it, too. But I can't remember if I finished my train of thought before the home run. I was talking about the district games, I think. That if for some reason you get some rainouts later this week, they'll have to be made up by, I think, Wednesday.
Yeah, because I know, today and tomorrow will be the last district games for Loretto throughout the season. Everybody else is a non-district game. So
for Loretto specifically, yes. The pitch misses for a ball.
So it'd be nice to play them, but you don't have to make them up because district tournament is just right around the corner.
Mm-hmm. That pitch is swung on, popped up over towards the left side of the outfield. And it looks like it is. Looks like that is caught over there.
Yep.
And it kind of got behind the dugout. We can't see over there, so it looks like Burleson is out on a pop foul. And Ridgway stays at first base, so 1 out here, and that'll bring up the pitcher, Grant Fisher. They're back over to first, not in time. Lindsey looking back over to first. Now he's ready for the pitch, the stretch, and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Good off-speed pitch there. Looked like maybe a little bit of a changeup or a slider. Throw back over to first, and Michael Ridgway is safe. Not a huge lead over there.
It's going to be tough for these batters here to start this game off these first 2 innings, more than likely, as the sun starting to set here. Mount Pleasant's down the left field line, right into the batter's line of eye.
And same pitch, almost the exact same location. Swung on a missed, and Fisher's down 0-2 here. Yeah, probably for the next, I would say, maybe 10 to 15 minutes. Yeah, that sun's going to be an issue. Oh, 2 pitch. Runner goes, swung on. That's going to be out of the reach of the second baseman. Around second goes Ridgway. He'll make his way to third base, and he'll be first and third with 1 out here to start things off in the top of the first.
Now batting number 22, Lucas Laxon.
We'll get a courtesy runner for Grant Fisher, as going to be number 6, Asher Sharp. So Sharp now over at first base. Over at third base is Ridgway, and the catcher Schmidt is out in front of home plate, giving his infield the first and third signs. I imagine that they'll probably try to get the out here.
Yeah.
And it's so early in the ball game, you can give up that second run for a second out. So Lucas Laxon is up at the plate now, and he's looking to drive in some more runs. Already 1-0 off of that home run by Cason Springer. First pitch is down the dirt. Runner goes, and Sharp is easily down there in second base without a throw.
I mean, if you're Mount Pleasant at this point in the season, you're looking for your first district win. Might as well try stuff, I mean, it's trying to figure things out and get hot at the right time. They've got nothing to lose at this point, because they'll be playing if the season were to end right now, going into postseason, they would be playing the play-in game between Battle Creek and Mount Pleasant. As I think that play-in game will be whoever's the higher seed, so it will be at Battle Creek, and I don't think Mount Pleasant can make a jump.
Swing and a miss on the ball down, and Laxon is down in the count 1-2. Corner's playing slightly in, so anything hit to them. If there's a play at home, they'll probably throw it home. If not, just get the easy out. 1-2 pitch. Just misses. Wow. I know we're not directly behind the plate. We're kind of catty corner here on the left field side, but man, that looked really, really good.
It was in the strike zone area, but may have just been a little inside.
2-2. Swung on, grounder, and, shortstop grabs it, throws over to first, is in time. That actually gets a run across. For a second, I thought that it was getting under the third baseman and was going to sneak into left field.
It's a productive RBI.
So 6-3 on the putout. Runner advances home. And Sharp advances to third on the throw, and it's 2-0 Loretto with 2 outs here. I'll bring up the catcher, Jaden Aaron. First pitch to him. Just high. Ball 1. Sharp getting his lead down there at third base. Should get a pretty nice lead. Throw home. Pitch home, I should say, is in the dirt. I'll bring the count to 2-0. So as you're mentioning, Hayden, specifically for the Loretto side, this game and then the next could potentially boost them in the seeding potential.
Yeah, I don't think there's a chance for them to get that number 1 seed. Like I said, I think the game between Lewis County and Summertown, whoever wins that game will be the number 1. But, with that being said, if either way, Loretto did split with both Summertown and Lewis County. So I don't know what the tiebreaker is, but if they were to win these next two games, they would be in the tiebreaker district-wise with the number 2 seed.
Swung on, and that's going to get down in front of the center fielder, Connor. And that will allow the third run of the ball game to score. So Sharp crosses home plate. And very, very productive inning so far to start things off here for the Mustangs.
We'll have a courtesy runner, Vinny Veloz, for Aaron.
Now batting number 16.
So we're already to the 7-hole hitter here in the top of the first.
We are, and that is the left fielder, Braden Bennett. So like Hayden said, even though these next few games might not mean the district championship, but seeding potential for getting higher is very much in play for the Mustangs.
The Summertown Lewis County, they're playing their final game of the district, so they'll be done with district play after tonight. But Loretto, if they win tonight and win tomorrow, they have a good chance at maybe trying to get a tiebreaker, and that gets away.
Throw over from the pitcher to first base gets away. That's going to allow Veloz to go to third, and he's going to be waved home. And he's not going to get a throw home, but there is going to be a throw and play over at third, and he is out over there as Bennett tries to extend things just a tad. But the fourth run of the inning does score and count, and then the third out over there at third base with a throw in from the error from the pitcher. And we'll head to the bottom of the first inning with a 4-0 lead in favor of the Mustangs. We'll see what Mount Pleasant has in store for us offensively. We'll be right back here. You're watching Loretto Mustang Baseball on the X Sports Network.
Hey Lawrenceburg, looking for something new? Come to Happy G's, located at 210 East Gaines Street. We have pitching machines, batting cages, and even indoor golf. Powered by TrackMan, our system is perfect for practice or play. With over 300 courses as well as multiple mini games, it is perfect for all ages and abilities. We even offer packages for group events such as birthday parties and business lunches. So let's go! Come get your game on indoors at Happy G's.
For decades, First Class Charter has provided high-quality motor coach transportation services to the Tennessee Valley. With numerous safety and cleanliness accreditations, First Class Charter is ready to make your group trip a reality. Contact us today by visiting firstclasscharter.net. First Class Charter, the official motor coach company of the North Alabama Lions.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
Welcome back, everybody, to the bottom of the first now. Mount Pleasant coming up to bat. Defensive alignment here for the Mustangs. If you didn't catch the starting lineups, Grant Fisher is on the mound this evening. Behind the plate is Jaden Aaron. From third to first is Laxon, Lyles, Ridgway, and Springer. And from left to right in the outfield is Bennett, Burleson, and Thompson. Leading off here for the Mount Pleasant Tigers will be the pitcher, Jackson Lindsay. Behind him will be Hunter Holt in the on-deck circle, and in the hole is Sheldon Christie. First pitch is in there for a strike to Lindsay. Finishing off the lineup, batting fourth is Carson Howell. Batting fifth is Zion Hollis. Batting sixth is, as I see the pitch there, it's in there for a ball, is Paxton Williams. Batting seventh is George Clinkscale. Batting eighth is Joseph Smith. And batting ninth is JoJo Connor for the Mount Pleasant Tigers. As that pitch is grounded over to the first baseman, Springer. Tough play over there, but he's able to gather himself and get the first out of the inning. That's a good play over there, Hayden.
Yeah, he had to turn on the turbos for that one. As it got away with just the last thing, was able to turn on that speed and get the out.
I'll bring up the shortstop, Hunter Holt.
I think Holt is a sophomore. I think he had an older brother last year that played basketball for the Tigers last year and also played baseball. And this is the younger brother. I believe he's a sophomore this year.
So basically what you're saying is a sports family.
Yeah, they're a sports family. Yeah, I think he played football too.
1-1 pitch to Holt. Here it is. That one's going to be just down and missed. 2-1. Looking down the right field line, looks like there is some action in the Mount Pleasant bullpen. I can't tell if it's someone who's actually warming up for the game or he's getting some work in as that pitch is swung on and driven out into the right field area for a single. So Mount Pleasant gets a runner on here with one out, and they'll bring up the third baseman, Sheldon Christie. There's no catcher out there, Hayden, so I can't tell if he's just kind of warming up for the game or he's just getting some work in.
To get him loose. Maybe
he could be getting loose.
If they're bringing somebody in, they're just getting him loose right now. Of course, the pitcher from Mount Pleasant really hadn't been doing a bad job other than giving up those 2 hits.
Yeah, he hadn't pitched in, like, bad spots. He's commanding it pretty well. It's just Loretto's just kind of lighting him up.
Yeah.
That pitch is in there for a strike. Fisher on the mound in the stretch and the pitch. That one's going to be in there for a strike, and it's quickly 0-2.
So it's 0-2. Going to want them to get after something a little bit low as they try to pick over at first.
Short lead over there by Holt. Pitch home is going to be in the dirt for a ball. After that 4-run top of the first, Mount Pleasant's trying to find its way back into this ball game. That is swung on and missed. Nasty pitch there by Fisher. Now with 2 outs, I'll bring up the second baseman, Carson Howell. Pitch to Howell is going to be up and away for a ball, 1-0. Kind of shocked that their base coach over there for Mount Pleasant hasn't given the steal sign for Holt over there. I imagine they might try to be a little aggressive. Well, there he goes.
There you go. You called it.
Pitch is in there for a strike. Overthrow. That will allow Holt to get in there at second base. I was waiting for that.
You'd think with 2 outs they would do that.
I was even thinking with 1 out they might try to do that.
Put one in position here.
Yeah. So with 2 outs, now they have that runner in scoring position. 2-0 count to Howell. That pitch is swung on, popped up. That's going to be out of play.
Ooh.
Watch out for the cars, and it hits your tire.
It got my tire. It's all right. I say.
Runner's back safe.
You know, when I first got here, I was parking pretty close, and I was thinking, you know what? I'll think about that and park a little bit closer to the school.
Looks like it's a 1-2 count, not 2-1. That pitch is swung on, driven, out of reach of the shortstop. That's going to bring Holt home around second base and third base. Mount Pleasant's now on the scoreboard, scores 4-1. Almost a good play out there by Ben Lyles, just ever so slightly out of his reach. I'll bring up the first baseman, Zion Hollis. Short lead over there at first base. That pitch is foul back.
Telling you, you're going to get somebody here soon.
Just stay away from my car.
Yep, just stay away.
Fisher deals. That's going to be up for a ball. Still 2 outs in the inning. Mount Pleasant trying to add on some more hits and possibly runs. Fisher trying to end things here in the first inning. That pitch misses down and away for a ball, 2-1. Two-one pitch. Runner goes. Swung on a miss. Throw down to second is in time, and they got him. Great throw by Jaden Aaron, and Ben Lyles able to catch that and get the runner out at second base. So that will keep Mount Pleasant from scoring anymore. They do add one, though, as we head to the top of the second inning. Your score 4-1 in favor of the good guys. You're watching Loretto Mustang Baseball here on the X Sports Network.
Let me tell you about a place that has it all for your home, bedroom, kitchen, lawn, and more. It's a home-owned and home-operated business that's been around for over 70 years, so you know they're doing something right. At Swap and Shop Center in Lawrenceburg, you'll find top name brands for every room of your house, and top brands for the outside too. Looking for appliances, televisions, couches, safes, bedding, mowers, and well, the list goes on. So make the drive today to 824 North Military Avenue in Lawrenceburg and be treated right.
Got a dent, a ding, a scratch, or a bent fender? Major or minor, Car Country Collision Center in Leoma can fix you up. Car Country works with all insurance carriers, gives free estimates, can work on foreign and domestic vehicles, and has experience you can trust. They've been in business since 1990. Unfortunately, accidents happen, but you can get your car back on the road with as little hassle as possible with the help of Car Country. Call 931-852-4708 or stop by at 2567 Highway 43 South in Leoma.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
Welcome back to Eddie Basham Field here in Mount Pleasant, Tennessee. We're now in the top of the second inning with Ben Lyles starting things off here for the Mustangs. That pitch misses inside for a ball, 1-0. Got the 8-9-1 hitters up, Lyles, Thompson, and then back to the top with Springer. Jackson Lindsay still on the mound for the Tigers. That pitch is fouled off the helmet of Joseph Schmidt. Looks like he'll be okay.
Yeah, you're going to have to give him a break, though.
Yeah, give him a little break. Umpire will walk towards the pitching mound, and he will toss the new baseball over there to Lindsay. That'll give the catcher a little bit of a break. Yeah. Everybody's having a good laugh about it over there, looks like.
I see. He looks like he's all right, but that definitely coming at him that fast.
Yeah.
He'll rally you.
All smiles in that situation is a good thing. So we're ready to go now as Lyles is back into the batter's box, and the 1-1 pitch is going to be down for a ball, 2-1. Lindsay delivers at 2-1, swung on, driven deep into right field. That ball is out of here. Another solo shot for the Loretto Mustangs. That makes things 5-1 here in the top of the second. Leadoff homer by Springer, and now a solo shot by Ben Lyles. The ball is flying out of here tonight, Hayden.
I mean, leadoff guys doing their thing offensively so far.
I'll get a meeting on the mound, and it looks like we'll get a pitching change here. I'm trying to see looks like the left fielder, George Klinkscale, is coming in. And it looks like the pitcher, Jackson Lindsay, will be moving to right field, and they're just going to do a shift over, it looks like. Potentially. Looks like that's what the case is. So with the pitching change, we'll take a quick break, and we'll be back here, and we'll kind of organize things on the defensive side for Mount Pleasant. After that solo shot, your score is 5-1 in favor of the Mustangs. You're watching Loretto Mustang Baseball here on the X Sports Network.
Jack Davis Insurance, located at 201 West Gain Street in Lawrenceburg, has you covered through life's obstacles. Jack Davis specializes in group insurance for businesses and institutions of all sizes. With coverage for life, accidents, cancer, critical illness, short-term disability, dental, and vision, Jack Davis can customize a plan to meet every need. Now available Medicare plans for seniors. Contact Paige Davis at 931-492-9284 today for Medicare supplements Supplement, Medicare Advantage, and prescription drug plan insurance. Serving Lawrence and surrounding counties since 1987, call the team at Jack Davis Insurance today at 931-242-5225.
What really matters during the ball game, we're at that point in the season where some are just beginning, some have already ended, and others are at that point where it's either win or go home. Depending on what your perspective is, it changes everything, doesn't it? In 2 Corinthians 4 and verse 18, we're reminded we don't look at the things that are seen, but at the things that are unseen. For the things that are seen are temporary, but the things that are unseen are eternal. Keep your focus, keep your perspective on the right things, the things of God, the eternal things. And that message brought to you by your friends at the Leoma Church of Christ.
There are now more ways to save at Quick Mart. Become a Quick Club member and easily earn rewards on qualifying purchases at Quick Mart convenience stores using the Quick Club app, available on the Apple App Store and Google Play. To save on fuel for work, use the Fuel Rewards Pro app to earn 5 cents a gallon on work fill-ups and redeem the savings for yourself. To get started, visit fuelrewards.com/pro or download the app in the Apple App Store and Google Play.
Welcome back. Looks like we'll have George Clinkscale, like I mentioned, on the mound here, and defensive alignment now appears to be, okay, it looks like Jackson Lindsay is in center field. That pitch is swung on. It's going to get over the first baseman, Zion Hollis, into right field around first. Goes Thompson, but he won't advance from there. All right, so it looks like JoJo Connor is in right field, and you have.
Maybe they just.
I think they put
interchanged them.
I think they interchanged that way.
Just sent Lindsay in the left.
Pitch is in there for a strike. This is Casey Springer back at the plate, and he had that leadoff home run to start things off. Do I hear a 2-run homer? Runner goes, swung on a miss, throw down to second, won't be in time.
Well,
Thompson down to second.
He's got the hardest part of the cycle part done, so all he needs is a triple, a double, and a single, and he should be good for the day. So the hardest part of the cycle is to get a home run.
In there, called strike 3 on the outside corner. Springer goes down. Looking, I'll bring up the second baseman, Michael Ridgway. You know, I've heard that too, where it's, you know, talking about the cycle, and you know, you hear a lot of people say the home run's the hardest part. I've actually heard people say the hardest part is the triple.
The triple is very hard.
The triple is the hardest part. Corners are starting to play in a little bit.
It shifted right a little bit.
Yeah, it did do a little shift. That pitch misses for a ball, 1-0. Sun has now gone down, or at least it's behind a cloud at this point, so I don't think there's going to be sun issues anymore.
Yeah.
1-0 pitch by Clinkscale. That's going to be up and away for a ball. It'll be 2-0.
I think that's honestly a good idea by Ridgway to kind of lay down a bunt. He can lay it down the left field line and try to make a play and force that runner to go over to third.
Let's see what happens. 2-0 pitch. That's going to be up and away, ball 3.
All right, so now he's just going to sit and watch this one go by him.
He's got to have the stop sign on this one.
Yeah.
After Ridgway will be the center fielder, Grayson Burleson. Clinksdale with the 3-0. That's going to be in there for a strike, 3-1. Taking all the way as expected. So now we'll see what's on here with the 3-1 pitch. Usually it's just you're looking for a pitch and small zone that you pick. If it's there, hit it. If it's not, let it go. Spin back, throw over to second, not in time. Klinkstell in the stretch and the 3-1. That's going to be down in the dirt. Ball 4, and now it'll be 2 on with 1 out here in the top of the second. I'll bring up Grayson Burleson, who's 0 for 1 with the fly out. He's the one that popped out in foul territory down the left field line. 5 runs are in this ball game off of 5 hits for the Mustangs. And they're threatening with more here with 1 runner in scoring position. That pitch misses upstairs for a ball, 1-0. Good lead over there at second base. Pitch home is going to be inside, 2-0. Klinkstell having a hard time finding the strike zone. He's got 11 pitches, 6 balls, 5 strikes. And he's got a 2-0 count to Burleson. Step off.
They just
fake throw to second.
Yep. Make him think about it.
Making him think about it. He honestly doesn't look too comfortable.
Yeah.
So he's gonna have to find a way to kind of calm the nerves a little bit. Spin back. This one does throw. Good leads over at second and first. First baseman's playing behind the runner at first. Pitch is swung on, popped up, out towards left field. Underneath is a shortstop, Holt. He grabs it for the second out of the inning. So Burleson out on a pop fly to short, and I'll bring up the pitcher, Grant Fisher. He's 1 for 1 with a single. Let's see if he can continue to help himself out. Maybe drive in that 6th run of the ball game. Give him a 5-run cushion when he comes around for the bottom of the second. Infield playing around standard position, no real shading with Fisher at the plate. Here's first pitch to him. It's going to be upstairs for a ball, 1-0. Klinkstell stretch and the pitch. Swung on, grounder over third base. This will be an easy step on third to end the inning here, but another productive inning with a run. That brings the lead to 5-1 in favor of the Mustangs. We're heading to the bottom of the second inning. You're watching Loretto Mustang Baseball here on the X Sports Network.
Flooring sets the tone throughout your home.
For flooring that makes the right first impression, start by choosing us, Floored by Justin.
A one-stop flooring destination. Our new location stands alone for unequaled customer service and selection. Owner Justin Story's mastery of custom hardwood inlays means every room can have a custom look. Discover how the right choice of hardwood, laminate, carpet, or tile can set the tone in your home. Contact Floored by Justin today.
If you're looking for a company that can do it all when it comes to building, look no further than Tennessee Properties. From new home builds to remodels and commercial projects, our contractors work hard to give your space a new life from planning to finishing touches. Whether it's new interiors or dirt work, they see your big picture without forgetting the small details. In the market for a new home, they partnered with Freeman Development to bring new homes to the Oak Hill subdivision of Lawrenceburg. That's Tennessee Properties, licensed and insured. Call today or visit Tennessee.com.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
Welcome back to Loretto Mustangs baseball. Taylor Platt here alongside Hayden Burks. We're heading to the bottom of the second inning. Good guys on top, 5-1. We'll see what Mount Pleasant can do offensively. They got one back in that bottom of the first. Due up will be the 5, 6, 7 spots. Will be Zion Hollis. And on deck is Paxton Williams, and then in the hole is George Clinkscale, who is now on the mound.
Update just about 15 minutes south of us. Summertown's beating Lewis County 2-1 in the bottom of the fourth. As the winner of that game will be the regular season district champs.
So we'll keep an eye on that ball game like we talked about earlier. This game and then the games following for Loretto will help to possibly boost the seeding potential in the district tournament. But as Hayden mentioned, really the district championship regular season at least is going to be just down to Summertown and Lewis County with that ball game going on right now. 1-1 count now to Zion Hollis. Line in the pitch by Fisher. That's going to be up and in, almost hit him. I'll bring the count to 2-1. Excuse me, 3-1. Looks like I missed a pitch there. 3-1 on the way. Swing and a miss. Good piece of heat right there by Fisher. Hollis was very late on that. Full count. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, and he got him. Tell you what, Fisher has the ability to kind of rear back and reach for just a little extra when he needs to.
He makes you go get them. Whenever he does that, they usually swing a little late from the strikeouts I've seen earlier in the year and now up to this point.
Yeah, those last two swings by Hollis were definitely late. I'll bring up the designated hitter, Paxton Williams. First pitch to him, misses down away for a ball. Grant having that 4-run lead right now is very much beneficial. He can go right after these hitters like what he does there. Swung on a miss. I'll bring the count even to 1-1. Just missed. Outside, 2-1.
Tell you what, he's putting another level on that arm right now. As that first inning, look at him. He had some heat behind it, but now he's throwing just straight fire.
Oh, yeah. Late swing, pop foul. I'll bring the count to 2-2.
Now make him go get something here.
Now with him being late on those pitches, why not just pump in another fastball in there, just maybe inside or out? He does. It's just way high. I'll bring the count full to 3-2. Three-two on the way. Check swing, almost wanted to go, but that pitch is up for a ball, and Paxton Williams make his way down to first base. And I'll bring up the pitcher, George Clinkscale.
Courtesy runner coming in here.
Looks like it's going to be number 9. That's going to be Lane Green over there at first base. So Green now on at first base here with 1 out, and the pitcher, George Clinkscale. Coming in, he is in relief of Jackson Lindsay. Quick back throw over to first, almost got him.
Yeah, I don't even think the outfield umpire was ready for that
I don't think anybody was. I think the only people ready for that were Fisher and Springer.
Yeah.
Short lead over there at first base now. Do that throw over. Pitch just missed for a ball. The umpire looks like he has a little bit of a tight strike zone. Well, he's been consistent. I'll give him that. That's what I always will want to look for, especially if you're on the mound, is consistency with the strike zone. Fisher now with a 2-0 pitch. Just high, 3-0. He's not missing by much.
No.
Not missing.
He's flirting with it.
Yeah.
Oh, that got him in the face.
I was actually looking down when that happened. It looks like, yeah, he was not ready for that. So both coaches are getting over there. Hey, we need a towel, says
That definitely
head
popped
coach.
him in the nose.
Yep, so we're having a nosebleed or something over there at first base. Looks like one of the coaches for Mount Pleasant's kind of holding Springer right there. Looks like we're getting the trainer over there, and a towel now being brought out by one of the Loretto coaches. So we'll have a moment here where Springer will be attended to. I can't tell. Hayden, you look like you saw it when it happened. I was looking down, but you said it kind of popped him. Was it like just directly?
I got the back end of it. It looked like it got him on right where the bill of the hat is, and I don't know if it got him in the nose or in the forehead or what, but it obviously wasn't good, and Springer, I guess, wasn't ready for it.
Yeah, I heard it. We all heard it. It was definitely a pop there. So while they're attending Springer right now, we'll just take a quick break if we can, Hayden. Then we'll be back here and we'll assess the situation again. Looks like Kaysen Springer over there at first base, pickoff attempt kind of got him in the face. So we'll take a quick break here and we'll be back.
A local law firm respected throughout the state. Generations of clients have turned to Boston, Holt, and Durham since 1948. We assist individuals and businesses with their legal needs, including real estate, property closings, personal injury, employment discrimination, and family law. Our clients get the personal attention and convenience of a hometown law firm with the resources and ability to handle any case. Come see us at Boston, Holt, and Durham.
For the best meal from south of the border, head to Cocina Real in Puente Grande for lunch and dinner. With a wide array of mouth-watering entrees, there's something for everyone on the menu. And you can't forget the cheese dip. They'll treat you like family, and you'll never leave hungry. Make Cocina Real Mexican Restaurant and Puente Grande Mexican Restaurant your choice for authentic cuisine, located in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee.
Got primary care? Find your way to better health with primary care by One Stop Medical. With decades of combined experience, you'll find a one-on-one relationship just like the old days, but with the convenience and technology of today. When One Stop Medical does primary care, it's the best. Call today for an appointment and find your way to healthy living. Serving Lawrenceburg, Pulaski, and Hohenwald. Phone 931-244-8220. Primary care by One Stop Medical at its best.
Want to take the next steps in taking care of your health? Tennessee Valley Allergy Services can make your goals a reality. Their team of doctors, nurses, and medical professionals are dedicated to providing allergy care and treatment, such as drops and shots, to fit your exact needs. Their expert services are for anyone ages 2 and older. Whether you struggle with environmental or food allergies, they've got you covered. Discover a better you at Tennessee Valley Allergy Services, located right next to the Zaxby's in Lawrenceburg. Book online or call 931-325-0757 to schedule your appointment today.
Welcome to the newly remodeled Brass Lantern. For over 30 years, we've been serving delicious food to excellent people. Brass Lantern takes pride in authenticity, serving fresh, homemade food to please any member of the family. From mouth-watering to one-of-a-kind steaks served with gourmet marinade, to salad with our signature honey mustard dressing, specialty fruit tea, drafts, and much more. Our food is always prepared daily. Whether you come in with friends or family, you'll appreciate that fresh is better.
At Florida Mid-South Realty, we pride ourselves on our family values, professional service, and a deep local knowledge. With a small town feel and a personal touch, we're here to help you navigate the real estate process with ease. Whether buying, selling, or renting, you can trust us to guide you every step of the way. And don't forget to catch Florida Rockstars, our live podcast every Tuesday morning at 8. Florida Rockstars, rocking the real estate news and all things local. Florida Mid-South Realty, your hometown real estate experts.
For high school athletes, every game counts. You push your limits and you chase your dreams. But when injury strikes, you need more than just recovery. At Southern Tennessee Orthopedics, we're here to get you back in the game faster and stronger. From cutting-edge treatments to personalized and compassionate care, we're here for your every move. Our specialized team of experts encompass decades of experience in sports-related injuries. Dr. Paul Thomas, Melanie Durham, and Julie Marcus offer the most comprehensive care from diagnosis to recovery. With advanced treatments and tailored rehabilitation plans, we'll help you heal stronger and faster. Trust Southern Tennessee Orthopedics to keep you at your best because your future is worth it.
LUS is committed to our customers, from providing and maintaining energy-efficient utility services to friendly, helpful customer service. LUS is there. At LUS, we're always challenging everything we know, every day. We strive to improve efficiency and reliability while focusing on our responsibility to our customers and the community. It's our promise to provide dependable service to our customers every time. Because we don't just work in Lawrence County, we live here too.
Make your lawn a legacy. At Legacy Lawn and Landscapes, we put more than 16 years of experience into your goals. We won't meet your expectations, we'll exceed them. We offer consultation, installation, maintenance, hardscapes, construction, and land clearing services. Owner John and Jamie Brewer with their team are dedicated to providing the highest quality landscape services to commercial and residential clients in Middle Tennessee. Service, teamwork, results. That's how you leave a legacy.
I'm Mike Keith, and my friends at Elliott Johnson Insurance have a great partner in Auto Owners Insurance. Auto Owners makes it easy to get life, home, car, or business insurance. Let Elliott Johnson Insurance find the Auto Owners policy that makes a difference in your life. Call Elliott Johnson Insurance at one of their 3 locations, Florence, Loretto, and Lawrenceburg. Elliott Johnson Insurance, moving forward for our clients every day.
At Smith Tax and Business Service, we offer many services. Along with personal income tax prep, we also offer tax preparation for corporations and partnerships. If you're a small business and looking for some extra help, give us a shout and we'll get you fixed up. Call Mary Beth Smith, Marion Matthews, Brooklyn Bates, or Michelle Staggs to find out how we can help you. Located at 208 Pulaski Street, phone 931-244-6633.
Hey, this is Phil Hooper. Get the look you want for your favorite school, church, or business with apparel from HD Ink Screen Printing in Leoma, Tennessee. Got a logo you need embroidered or screen printed? Let HD Inc. give you the professional look that sets the bar in today's world. We do fundraisers and custom designed apparel and so much more. Call today, 931-201-2961, or come see us at our new shop located at 26 Ingram Road in Leoma. Remember, HD Inc. for the look you want and the look you deserve.
There's a reason owners Tyler and Cindy McDowell chose the name In Service for their towing business. They did because it's their goal to be in service for you on the day that you need them the most. In-Service Towing is now known far and wide for their response time because minutes matter when you're broken down. Or their 24/7 availability, you can call them anytime for service. Their professional team with years of experience and their fairness, plus their know-how in dealing with the unexpected. But the thing that In-Service is known best for is how they treat their customers, and that's like family. When you need them, call them 931-843-9098.
At Lawrenceburg Federal Bank, we're proud to be locally owned and operated because we're not just a bank, we're family. When you call, you'll be greeted by a friendly representative who's ready to discuss your banking needs, as well as offer our competitive rates on CDs and money market accounts. Our loan decisions are made in-house and never sold to a secondary market because our commitment is simple. You matter to us. At Lawrenceburg Federal, we offer all the conveniences of larger banks with a personal touch. Join us at Lawrenceburg Federal Bank, where community, trust, and service come together.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
Welcome back to the X Sports Network. Taylor Platt here alongside Hayden Burks. If you're just joining us, we had a long injury timeout. Cason Springer looks like he got hit in the face, basically dead on with a throw over from Grant Fisher. Looked like there was a lot of bleeding, maybe from his nose or somewhere.
It looked like his nose area. Yeah, so hopefully he's okay.
Yeah, hopefully he's okay. And
it looked like he was all right, but then again, it hurts taking a shot to the face like that.
For sure. So because of that, we do have some defensive substitutions involved here. So Lucas Laxton moves from third to first, and he will stay, obviously, in his batting position. He's batting fifth. But John Tucker is coming in to play third base, and he will take Springer's position as the leadoff hitter. 3-0 count. That pitch is in there for a strike from Fisher. George Klinkstell is the batter. Another pitch in there is for the second strike, making a full count.
I mean, just off the bat, Grant kind of lost him there, 3-0 count, and then after that injury time out there, just kind of shifted over.
Almost hit Klinkstell up and in. That's going to be ball four. So first and second now here with one out, and I'll bring up the catcher, Joseph Smith.
Now batting, number 5, Joseph Smith.
Still 5-1 lead. It's a 4-run lead. Check swing, but that pitch is in there for a strike to Schmidt. Loretto 5 runs off of 5 hits, 2 left, 2 solo shots in the mix as well, and 1 run off of 2 hits so far for Mount Pleasant, but they're threatening once again here in the second. Swing and a miss late on that pitch, and it's quickly 0-2. So again, if you're just possibly rejoining us here after watching what happened with Cason Springer as that pitch is fouled back, looks like they got the bleeding stopped around the nose area, but he is out for the game, and John Tucker will take his position in the batting order. He's over there at third base, and they move Lucas Laxton from third to first. So that's the substitution situation for the Mustangs for the remainder of the game. 1-2 pitch will be upcoming here to Joseph Smith Schmidt, I should say. That pitch is fouled back again. Clinkstell over at first, and Green, the courtesy runner for the DH, is over at second base. 1-2 pitch. Just missed. 2-2. Check swing. Chopper back to the mound. Throw over to second is in time. Throw to first is out of reach. Bad throw over there by Ben Lyles, and that will allow Green to score from second, and I'll make this a 5-2 ball game.
Now that number 21, JoJo Connor.
So 2 outs after that fielder's choice. This is JoJo Connor, who's at the plate now. First pitch to him. Just missed on the outside corner, ball 1. Five to 2 is your score now. Fisher delivers the 1-0, and that misses 2-0. Hayden, after it looked like he locked in a bit, he's starting to, Fisher that is, starting to kind of lose command once again. He's not missing by much. Chopper, that's going to end up getting fouled. That's the thing. He's not missing pitches by much, but it is a tight strike zone in there.
He's been flirting with it, but then again, like you said, it's been a tight strike zone here in these 2 innings so far, the inning and a half we played. And again, we're almost at we're 1 minute away from the hour mark, and we're still in the bottom of the second.
2-1, bunt shown, bunted. Back to the mound. Fisher steps, throws over to first base, is in time. That ends things here in the bottom of the second inning. Mount Pleasant gets 1 more on the board. We head to the top of the third. Your score 5-2 in favor of the Mustangs. You're watching Loretto Mustang Baseball here on the X Sports Network.
Hey guys, I'm Kyle Hammock, General Manager here at Heritage Automotive, your Chevy GMC dealer in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. I'm from Marshall County, Tennessee, where I went to Cornersville High School. I attended Cumberland University. After Cumberland, I went into the United States Marine Corps to serve the country. After that, I went right back into the car business. I'm very familiar with the car business. I have been around the car business pretty much my entire life. And my commitment to you is to ensure the most competitive new and used vehicle pricing on the market, as well as the best service around. We'll treat you like family here at Heritage Automotive in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee.
For the best at-home care in Lawrence County, the Summit at Home is the right company for you. We have a friendly staff over 25 that is trained, educated, and qualified to help with all your needs within your household. Our non-medical services include transportation, housework, dressing, and companionship. We are also covered by most long-term care providers. For more information, please call 931-762-2310.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
Welcome back to Mount Pleasant here at Eddie Basham Field. Heading to the top of the third inning. 5-2 is your score in favor of the Mustangs. And Hayden, what does head coach Zach Curtis need to tell the team to kind of what do they need to do after losing Springer there on that injury? I know that they have a 3-run lead, but what is he trying to emphasize to them to keep things going?
I mean, the game's not over. You got a long way to go. Obviously it's just kind of one of those things where you hate to see it, but then again you got to lock back in and understand the assignment of trying to get the long-term goal, and that's trying to get this number 2 seed and try to get at least to the tiebreaker point.
Swung on, driven out towards center field. Underneath it is the center fielder, Bentley Connor, and he catches it for the out. That was Lucas Laxon at the plate.
Now batting number 7.
And the good thing is, obviously we don't have, actual injury report, but what it seems to be, just kind of, it looks like it's not a significant injury is what.
It looked rough, though.
It looked rough. So hopefully this isn't a situation where, he's out for multiple games and it's just he's out for this game, get things patched up, and he's ready to go for the next.
I say, because he took a mean shot to the face.
Pitches down there 2-0. I was doing a little scoring thing on my iPad when he threw over there. That was Grant Fisher threw over, and it was a loud pop.
I caught the back end of it. I didn't see the initial contact, but I saw his reaction. I got him in the back.
Pitches Jaden Aaron in the back, and he'll make his way down to first base. I'll bring up the left fielder, Braden Bennett.
So we're going to have a courtesy runner, more than likely. Well, they're going to hold him off.
Looks like it.
Yeah.
And it looks like Aaron will stay over there at first base. Pitch is in there for a strike to Braden Bennett, who's 0 for 1. George Clinkscale still on the mound here for Mount Pleasant. Throw over to first. Is in time. Clinksdale came in relief for Jackson Lindsay, who started things here for Mount Pleasant. Kind of got roughed up there in the top of the first inning, but he is now out in the field. Looks like he's out in the left field area. Runner goes. No throw. And guess what? Great move by the coaching staff over there to keep Aaron in. So Aaron now in scoring position here with 1 out. 1-1 curveball misses high. 2-1. I don't know if you heard, but it sounded like one of the coaches from Mount Pleasant was yelling at Schmidt to throw it.
Yep.
He had a play.
Yeah,
I don't know if he would have made it, but he had a chance. That pitch is in there for a strike. That'll bring the count even to 2 apiece. So 2-2 pitch upcoming here, 1 out. 5-2 your score here currently in the top of the third as Clinksdale steps off the mound. And he'll regroup and get another pitch selection here. He's got it in the stretch and the pitch. Curveball fouled. Looks like it. Oh, nope, it's going to be in play. So pop out there by Bennett. Looked like it was going out of play, at least from my vantage point, but I definitely had enough room over there for the first baseman, Zion Hollis, to get underneath it and gather it for the second out of the inning. So this is now Ben Lyles, the 8-hitter. Coming up, he is 1 for 1 with one of the home runs, and now we will get a courtesy runner over there at second base. That is going to be, where is he at? Right there, number 15, Vinny Villos. So Ben, like I said, had that solo shot back in the second inning. See what he can do here at the top of the third. First pitch to him is going to be upstairs for a ball, 1-0. Veloz gets his lead over there at second base. Look over. Pitch home. Throw down to third. Looks like there's maybe some miscommunication there by Veloz. Not sure what was going on there, but he gets thrown out easily over there at third base, and that ends the inning here in the top of the third. Head to the bottom of the inning. Your score is 5-2 in favor of the Mustangs. We'll be right back here on the X Sports Network.
Welcome to Employee Resources Credit Union, where you're more than just a number, you're family. We provide financial solutions that rise above those of traditional banks. With roots stretching back to 1964, we've served 4 generations during constant industry changes. We're known for our low fees and incredible rates. Join us and experience the credit union difference. ERCU, not for profit, for service.
The Summit of Lawrenceburg is the premier senior and assisted living community in the region. The Summit makes it home for you or your loved one with diverse suites that welcome and encourage community, plus gathering spaces, neighborhoods, daily activities, and a wonderful staff that supports you every day.
Hi, I'm Tara Blue. I'm the new director of the Summit, and we would like to invite you and your family to come and tour our facility. We would love to see you here.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
Welcome back to the X Sports Network. Heading to the bottom of the third inning. Your score is 5-2 in favor of the good guys here this evening. Due up here for the Mount Pleasant Tigers. Back at the top of the lineup is Jackson Lindsay, who is out now in the outfield after starting this game on the mound. Fisher winds, throws way high to Lindsay. Ball 1. Top of the lineup here for Mount Pleasant, and we'll make our way back to the bottom of the lineup for the Mustangs in the top of the fourth. Pitch swung on and fouled. Ben Lyles will be back up to start things off in the top of the fourth since he was the batter when Veloz was thrown out at third base to end the inning. 1-1 pitch. High, 2-1. Grant winds and the 2-1 pitch is downstairs, 3-1. Grant needs to find a way to throw some strikes. 3-1 pitch, foul. There you go. I'll bring the count full to the leadoff hitter, Jackson Lindsay. Grant now at 53 pitches. He's got 27 strikes, 26 balls. Make that 27 balls as Lindsay makes his way down to first base with a leadoff walk here in the bottom of the third. That'll bring up the shortstop, Hunter Holt, who's 1 for 1 with a single. And Hayden, we've talked about this before. He's just kind of not missing the strike zone by much, but then that at bat, he missed the strike zone by a lot.
Yeah, it's tough.
Throw back over to first is not in time. You got that 3-run cushion, but you could easily have a rough inning, quickly blink, and next thing you know, things are tied up or Mount Pleasant has the lead. That pitch is in there, though, for a strike. 0-1 to Holt. Oh, and 2. As Fisher fires it back in there, and he's quickly ahead. 0-2 pitch, just outside, 1-2. Fisher working quickly here. 1-2 pitch, upstairs, 2-2. Lindsay has not moved from first. Let's see if the steal's on. It's not, but that ball is driven out towards right field. Underneath it is Dylan Thompson. Actually gets over his head, misplays it. Around second goes Lindsay. He'll make his way to third base, and he is going to be held up there. I'm not sure if Thompson lost it in the lights potentially, but it looked like he was kind of getting underneath it, Hayden, and then all of a sudden, next thing you know, it's past him towards the wall.
I don't know, like you said, I don't know if he misplaced or just drifted. Of course, then again, it's not. There's no wind at all. So
not really.
I don't know if the light guy's eye or what there.
Looking, the flagpole's out in center field, and it is blowing a little bit out, but it's not a huge breeze at all. But I'm not sure if that one just drifted, but who knows? At the end of the day, it is a double for Holt, and they've got 2 runners in scoring position here with nobody out in the top or the bottom of the third, with Sheldon Christie, who's now at the plate. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Chopper, that's over to second base. They'll concede a run there. Throw over to first is in time for the first out. So Lindsay scores. Holt goes over to third base. It's now a 5-3 ball game.
Now batting, number 15, Carson Howe.
I'll bring up the second baseman, Carson Howe. He's also 1 for 1 with a single. He put that single out into left field earlier. Pitch misses inside, almost hit him. Fisher sets and delivers the 1-0. That's going to be a curveball outside, 2-0. Fisher trying to get out of a jam here with 1 out. Check swing. Did he go? Umpire says he did. I'll bring the count to 2-1. Just missed, 3-1. Can't tell if anybody's warming up in the Mustang bullpen down the left field line. Dugout's kind of in the way, but I imagine they might have somebody up there getting warm as that pitch is in there for a strike. That'll bring the count full. Crucial pitch here for Grant Fisher. Need to find a way to get an out. Let's see what he can do. Here it is. He does that. Yeah. Check swing. Got him for strike 3. Crucial second out there here in the bottom of the third inning. Now Zion Hollis will bring his bat to the plate. He is 0 for 1 with a strikeout as well. Fourth run of the ball game for Mount Pleasant is there at third base waiting to come home. But Grant Fisher and the Loretto Mustangs are trying to prevent that the best that they can. Quickly 0-1 here to Hollis. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Outside, almost got away from Jaden Aaron, but he got that. I'll bring the count to 1-1. Swung on. Grounder over to second baseman Ridgway. Throw over to first is in time, and that is the third out of the inning. Mount Pleasant gets 1 run across. They flirted with more, but the Mustangs shut them down, and they preserve a 2-run lead. We head to the top of the fourth inning. Your score 5-3 in favor of the Mustangs. You're watching the X Sports Network.
Financial advisor Scott Beasley knows time spent with family is everything. As a founder of Beasley Wealth Management, his mission is to give clients the freedom to enjoy time with family without the burden of financial concerns. A local of Lawrenceburg, Scott deeply values building relationships with clients, ensuring they make informed decisions concerning asset management, tax planning, and retirement planning. Offering a free initial consultation, Beasley Wealth Management helps clients pursue their aspirations with confidence. Shop McMaster's Home Gallery for furniture, appliances, and more. And shop quality, shop convenience, shop service, shop local. A family-owned business with a long history of serving the region. We're a one-stop home furnishings destination. We feature brands you know, competitively priced, backed by professional installation and service. You can trust that we'll take good care of you before and after the sale. For your home, shop smart. Shop McMaster's Home Gallery today.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
Welcome back to the X Sports Network alongside Hayden Burks. I'm Taylor Plott. We're in the top of the fourth inning here. Due up is Ben Lyles. First pitch to him is a ball. He was the batter when Vinny Veloz got thrown out at third base, so we'll have him to start things off here in the top of the fourth. And after him is Dylan Thompson, the back to the top of the lineup, and that will end up being John Tucker, more than likely, unless head coach Zach Curtis decides to pinch
he's got
hit.
his helmet on. So
yep, I see him over there. So again, John Tucker came in replacement of Kason Springer. Fouled down the right field line after Springer got hit in the face with a pickoff attempt from Grant Fisher. So lineup-wise, John Tucker takes his position. Tucker is at third base, and then you had Lucas Laxon moved from third to first to take over for Springer on the defensive side. 1-2 pitch to Lyles is down in the dirt. And bring the count even to 2 apiece. Lyles has one of the solo shots this evening for the Mustangs. Springer had the other one to get things started in the top of the first. 2-2 pitch, almost got a piece of Lyles. Now bring the count full. So far, the Mustangs with those 5 runs, they got 4 in the first, 1 in the second. The 3 runs for Mount Pleasant have just been singles on the board. High pitch. Chopper over to first base. That's going to be, wow. That's an interesting play over there as Lyles makes his way down to first base safe. That was a high chopper in the infield.
He went for that one, and he got lucky with that because that went right over to first, and the pitcher had to make a play out but wasn't able to. So
perfect position.
Yeah.
Now batting number 23, Dylan Thompson.
I say, my eyes, I'm thinking, well, that's not the best pitch to swing at, but hey, he got on.
He got on. That was way high. Kind of tomahawked that one into the dirt. So now Dylan Thompson is up at the plate. He's 1 for 1 with a single. Lyles short lead over there at first base. First pitch to Thompson's in there for a strike, 0-1. Clinksdale kind of having the same difficulties that Grant Fisher is on the mound for the Mustangs. Clinksdale has 34 pitches, but 18 of them are balls. Runner goes. Throw down to second is going to be not in time. Even the throw was wide to the left side of second base, so even if it was in time, would not have mattered. So Lyles down with a stolen base. And it looks like we'll get a call here from head coach Zach Curtis from the dugout. Wondering if maybe Thompson might think about butting here potentially. As the first baseman creeps in and in anticipation for that potential is what I was trying to say. Stretch in the pitch. Just missed.
Man, telling you
jeez, I know. That's one tight strike zone.
Tomorrow that would probably be a strike.
But like I said, at least he's consistent.
Yeah, he's been
you know where it is. 2-1 pitch. Up and away, 3-1. A walk here would not hurt Mount Pleasant. You actually set up the double play potential again. But obviously they would like to get an out here right away if they can. 3-1. In there for a strike, 3-2.
So, update from Summertown. It's Lewis County in the top of the sixth. Lead Summertown 6-2. Bases loaded, though, so not looking good for the Eagles.
Clinksdale, 3-2. Swung on, fouled. Well, still a good situation here for the Mustangs. Still got a lead, although it is starting to dwindle a little bit. Mount Pleasant with a run in the first, run in the second, and a run in the third. Dwindles the lead from 5-1 down to 5-3. As that pitch misses upstairs for a ball, and Thompson makes his way down to first base with a walk. Now bring us back to the top of the lineup, and now is going to be John Tucker, as we'll get a mound visit here from one of the Mount Pleasant coaches. Looks like this is just going to be a discussion on the mound. It looks like Coach Weathers over here, along with Coach Zach Curtis, is talking with two base runners and the batter now, John Tucker. So Lyles and Thompson over there talking with him. Getting some crucial runs out there, ready to score potentially. Again, just a 2-run ball game here, 5-3. As we get towards the middle part, where we technically are in the middle part of this ball game, getting close to the latter part. So as many runs as you can, all the runs matter at this point. As John Tucker will make his way to the right-hander's batter's box. He steps in. Clinksdale is on the mound, the lefty. Infield, playing double play in the back. Pitch upstairs for a ball. But the corners are playing in. First baseman creeping in just a little bit closer. Here's the 1-0. Hit him.
Yep.
That's going to load the bases. That's the second hit by pitch for Clinksdale, if I'm not mistaken. So that loads the bases. That'll bring up the second baseman, Micah Ridgway. He has yet to record an at-bat because he's been hit and he walked. And another hit by pitch or a walk will mean a run here for the Mustangs. Infield in here with nobody out. Bases loaded. Here's the pitch. In there for a strike, 0-1. Lyles at third, Thompson at second, and Tucker over there at first base are the base runners here for the Mustangs. And Ridgway looking to drive them in, drive in as many as he can here. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Inside, 1-1. George Clinksdale on the mound for the Tigers, looking to try to find a way to get out of this jam. 1-1 pitch. Swung on foul. That was a good pitch to hit. But Micah hit a small piece of it and fouled it back. So the freshman here looking to find a way to stay alive here with 2 strikes. Clinksdale stretches and pitches just high. Great eye there by Ridgway. Steps back in. Clinksdale looks for the pitch that he wants. Here's the 2-2. Upstairs, I should say. That's 3-2. That was a combination of me trying to say upstairs and up and away.
That's that old Southern. You'd hear
upstairs. I tried to say up and away and upstairs, and it just.
You were thinking 2 words at one time.
I was thinking 2 words at one time. Regardless, it's a ball. Here's a full count pitch. And that hit him, and that's going to allow a run to score. So Ridgway still technically without an at-bat recorded, but he has made his mark on this game. Literally. So Ridgway makes his way to first base. That scores Lyles, and that'll bring up the center fielder, Grayson Burleson, who's 0 for 2 with 2 flyouts. Still nobody out here in the 6-3 ball game now. Swung on, driven out to left center field. That's going to get almost caught out there. That got out of the glove of Bentley Connor. Around second comes Tucker. He's going to end up scoring easily. And that is now 2 more runs. Excuse me. Yes, 2 more runs.
I thought that was gone. I'm not going to lie.
I thought it kind of was too.
Now batting number 1, Grant Fisher.
So after the 2 RBI singles, still no outs. At first, initially coming off the bat, I thought it was gone, and it just kind of died out there, and I thought it was going to be a grab, so it was going to be at least a tag up. But hey, 2 run score.
Yeah. Bunt shown. That's going to get down the third base line, and that's going to roll fair. Holy cow, what a bunt.
Going to have a courtesy run. I think it's Asher Sharp. It is.
Now batting number 22, Lucas
For Grant. Grant's got a big smile on his face.
Good grief. What a bunt there. Bases loaded once again. Still nobody out here in the top of the 4th. Clinksdale trying to find a way to get out of this. Infield in once again. That pitch is in there for a strike to Lucas Laxon. Ridgway over at third, Burleson at second, and Fisher over there at first base. It did strike me that Burleson was only able to get a single there, but I kind of understand it to an extent because the bases were loaded. That pitch misses for a ball, and everybody kind of had to hold up because it looked like he was going to catch it out there in center.
That's what I was thinking, too, because I was thinking, if it was a drop there, or if it would have got down and away from the center fielder, that would easily been 3 runs, but everybody was just kind of hold up to make sure, too. So
yeah, play it safe and still got runs involved with it. That pitch is grounded over to third. Throw home is going to be in time with the force play.
Yep.
Batting number 7, Jaden Aaron.
So bases still loaded here, but now 1 out. I'll bring up the catcher, Jaden Aaron, who's 1 for 1 with a single, and he was also hit by a pitch tonight. 3 runs here already scored in the top of the 4th, fouled at the plate. 8 runs on 8 hits so far for the Mustangs.
I'll tell you what, that's the 3rd time I've seen that plane come through tonight.
It looks like they're doing touch and goes over here by the airport. Airport's not that far away here from Mount Pleasant, just right up the road. Popped up in the infield. And dropped out there by the second baseman, Cowell. That will allow 1 run to score. Throw over to second, though, is in time for the force out. Laxon had to hold up there.
That tough break from Lucas.
Yeah.
There.
Batting number 16, Braden Bennett.
It's on the corners, though, so Braden could easily get 1 or 2 in here if he just nukes something into right field. There's a big gap there between the right field line and the right fielder. So if he can shoot 1 in that corner,
that would be ideal.
Yeah.
First and third now with 2 outs. Bunt shown, bunted down the third base line. That's also going to, nope, that one's going to roll foul. Yep. That one almost had that potential to do the same thing, but that is foul. So Asher Sharp down there at third base. So Sharp's at third. Aaron's still over there at first. Two outs here. 0-1 pitch will be on the way here shortly from Clint Scale And it won't, but they've got a pickoff attempt, possibly. Throw, actually. Holy cow.
That's tough. And runner.
That's
Aaron's
tough.
Gonna take
Aaron's going to try to go third, and he is going to be thrown out over there at third base. Another interesting play here for Mount Pleasant. The overthrow on the they had him at first. I will say that. They should have thrown to first, but I understand trying to limit the runs there. But overthrow over the catcher allows the 10th run of the game to score, but then thrown over the third base. Jaden Aaron trying to get a little greedy over there at third base for the third out. We're heading to the bottom of the fourth inning. Good guys still on top here, 10-3. You're watching Mustang Baseball here on the X Sports Network.
Old School Rentals in Loretto, Tennessee is your headquarters for all your rental equipment needs. Are you in need of a trailer? How about a saw, tools, loaders, or even generator? Now meeting all your propane needs as well. You can find everything you need to complete your project and much more down at Old School Rentals in Loretto. Go by and let owner Ryan Smith help you today. That's Old School Rentals on North Main Street in Loretto, Tennessee.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
Welcome back into Loretto Mustang Baseball. We're in the bottom of the fourth inning now. 10-3 is your score after a 5 spot was put up there by the Mustangs in the top of the inning. Due up for Mount Pleasant is the 6, 7, 8 hitters. Will be Paxton Williams, George Klinkscale, and then Joseph Schmidt. First pitch to Williams. I didn't see that.
I think
that
it was missed. Yeah,
that's what I thought. That one also misses, so quickly 2-0 here. Fisher is still on the mound here for the Mustangs. He's got 72 pitches. Swing and a miss through the heater right by Williams for a strike, 2-1. He's got 73 pitches now, but the problem is a lot of those pitches have been balls. That pitch is swung on, driven out towards right field, but underneath it is the right fielder Dylan Thompson for the first out of the inning. That pitch was roped out there to right field, but right at the right fielder.
Dylan probably only had to take about 3 or 4 steps to get that one.
I'll now bring up the pitcher, George Klinkscale, who's 0 for today with a walk. Fouled. Back to the netting.
Kind of getting a little hungry, Taylor, and I know exactly what I'm doing for supper.
What you thinking?
Domino's, they got those $3.99 medium pizzas.
Ooh, yeah.
And they've got $6.99 large pizzas, so that's how I'm making a visit.
I would do the same thing, but I had pizza Sunday night. Had some of the family over at our place. Got the fire pit going. Had leftover pizza last night, so I'll probably end up getting like a burger or something on the way back.
I had chicken wings, it felt like, all for Easter. There's nothing telling how many chicken wings I ate.
Pitch is fouled down the third base line. I'll tell you one thing. So we went over to my wife's family, went to their church over in Rogersville for Easter services, and went over to our grandmother's house for a family Easter lunch, and that was absolutely fantastic. Had ham, had all the fixins.
Yeah, we did it old school at my house. Hamburgers and hot dogs, chicken wings.
Nothing wrong with that.
Mac and cheese. Of course, I went to 3 get-togethers that night, too.
Swing and a miss by Klinksdale, and that is the second out of the inning. I'll bring up the catcher, Joseph Schmidt, who's 0 for 1. Yeah, we're kind of talking about it earlier in the day. You know, Easter's it's one of those kind of food holidays, if you will, that's in there with Thanksgiving and Christmas.
And 4th of July.
And 4th of July. Can't forget about that one. That pitch is swung fouled hard down the first baseline. See, if you don't leave Easter lunch or dinner full, you've done it wrong. Pitch gets away, but I tell you one thing, Fisher's humming it in there now.
I heard the wind come off that one. I said, Phew.
We'll see how long Fisher will go in this ball game. See what head coach Zach Curtis wants to do. Is his pitch count's now at 83 pitches, but he's got a huge lead in this game. That pitch popped up in the infield. Calling it is Micah Ridgway, and underneath it and catching it for the third out of the inning. Nothing to show for the Mount Pleasant Tigers in the bottom of the 4th inning there. And we head to the top of the 5th. 10-3 is your score. You're watching Loretto Mustang Baseball here on the Exports Network.
There's no job too big or too small for Gonzalez Lawn and Landscapes. Owner Chris Gonzalez works hard to make your commercial or residential properties one of the neighbors will envy. You won't find a lower price anywhere else, and that's a guarantee. We offer mowing, landscape removal, small construction jobs, and more. Our team is licensed and insured to ensure the best work for Lawrence County and surrounding areas. Your satisfaction is our goal. We won't leave until you're happy. Call today to set up a free quote.
State Line Garage Doors, owned and operated by Justin Gobble, is your trusted local expert in garage door services. Based in Lawrence County, Tennessee, State Line Garage Doors is built on over a decade of hands-on experience, providing reliable repairs, replacements, and installations for all types of garage doors, residential and commercial. They proudly serve our community and the surrounding areas. When you work with State Line Garage Doors, you're not just another job, you're part of our community. Their commitment to quality, transparency, and craftsmanship is at the heart of what they do, and they offer free estimates. State Line Garage Doors. Reach out to discover the difference a company with local roots can make for your home and business.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
Welcome back to Mount Pleasant. Good guys on top here, 10-3 as we head to the top of the 5th inning. Due up is Braden Bennett, since he was at the plate when we had that throw out over at third base on a crazy situation. And after that is Ben Lyles and Thompson.
So we were just talking about during the break, and now another score update is Summertown now ties it up 6-6.
Oh, they did tie it up.
They just tied it up. They roped one down left field line.
Wow. So tie ball game there, and again, that's a huge game, and just to figure out who's going to be the district regular season champion.
And they'll get the host the whole tournament.
Yep, they'll get the host. Fouled off. That's out of play.
Got the football field house.
Tell you one thing, this is my first trip to a baseball game here in Mount Pleasant. I really like their setup out here.
Yeah, they do. It's unfortunate. I really like coming up here. Not a bad drive, but unfortunate that they're going to be leaving the district. They're dropping down to single A next year. As we're losing we're losing all 3 teams. 3 out of the 5 teams is Lewis County's moving to the other side of the region. Battle Creek's jumping up to 3A, and Mount Pleasant will be dropping to single A with baseball, softball, and basketball. So we'll still have Lewis County and Mount Pleasant in the district or the region for football, but after that we won't be seeing them anymore. Bless our hearts next year, because district will be Community, Cascade, and Chapel Hill. So while we're driving an hour and a half for district games, I do not understand.
Well, that kind of reminds me of that pitch is in there for called strike 3 to Braden Bennett. That's 1 out. It was my, I believe, junior year is when we ended up they redid our area. So for people who don't know, I grew up in Huntsville, and I went to Grissom High School. And they redid our area. That pitch misses for a ball, and I believe it was we had to play, I think it was South Side, which is in Gadsden, Alabama, so that's about a 2-hour drive. And we also had, I believe it was Hewitt-Trussville was also in our area. They're down in Birmingham. And for those who kind of don't know that geography over there, both areas are about 2 hours away.
Yeah, that's rough.
Pitch in there for a strike.
Of course, I think you told me in Alabama they realign every 4 years.
I think so. I think it's about every 4 years. I think it's a little bit different for sports that might have fewer teams. Talk about like maybe tennis or like cross country or something like that. I think they might realign quicker. But I want to say it's like every 3 or 4 years they do a realignment.
Up here, it's every 2 years for each sport. So
pitch misses for a ball. I could be wrong about that, but I want to say that it was a little longer than what Tennessee does.
Score update is Summertown now is taking the lead in the bottom of the sixth. They lead at 7-6.
3-2 pitch. Upstairs for a ball. And Lyles will make his way down to first base with a walk. So 1-out walk here, and that will bring up the right fielder Dylan Thompson, who's 1 for 1 with a single, and he also walked today. Clinksdale still on the mound, stretches and pitches. That's going to be in there for a strike. 0-1. He is at 67 pitches now, 34 balls, 33 strikes. So both him and Grant Fisher kind of struggling in the ball strike category. 0-1. Downstairs, 1-1. If the Mustangs get 3 runs here and make it a 13-3 ball game and shut down Mount Pleasant in the bottom half of the inning, this ball game will be over. Pitch swung on, popped up, kind of jammed him out towards right field. That's going to be in no man's land, but caught on a great play out there is the second baseman, Carson Howell. What a play. I think he was shading up kind of towards the middle of the infield. He had a long way to go over there to catch that ball.
Yeah,
a very difficult angle.
I didn't think he was going to get there because I thought it was going to drop, and Lyles would have to take off.
Great play over there by the second baseman. 2 outs now, and we're back to the top of the lineup, and that's John Tucker at the plate. He is 0 with a hit by pitch. First pitch misses high for a ball. And now time's called as the catcher, Joseph Smith, will head to the mound. Quick conversation with this pitcher now. He's back to the plate. The stretch and the pitch. This could be upstairs again, 2-0. Speaking of other scores, I've been watching this on the side. Unfortunately, Hayden, the Braves have given up the lead, and it's now tied 4-4.
Darn it. Well, sounds like the Braves this year.
2-0 pitch. Upstairs, 3-0.
All right. Tucker's going to let this one go by.
Trying to find a way to get 3 runs across potentially to hopefully enforce that run rule, but 2 outs here. Might be hard. That's going to be behind him for a ball. That'll be a walk to Tucker, so he'll make his way down to first base, and I'll bring up the second baseman, Michael Ridgway, who's had a productive night. but it's not been the productive night that you want to have. 2 hit by pitch and a walk.
Hey, he's taking one for the team.
He's taking more than one for the team. Let's see what he does here. Maybe he can get into the hit column. He technically has not had an official at bat yet. He is I should say. He is 0-for. Runners on first and second here, 2 outs. Pitch to Ridgeway is in there for a strike, 0-1. Everybody defensive-wise playing generally at standard depth. First base playing behind the runner over there at first. Chopper down the third baseline, foul. And now Michael will have to protect here with 2 strikes. Freshman digs in here in the batter's box, and he's ready for that 0-2 pitch from Clint Scale. Here it is. That is just missed. Great eye by Ridgeway. I'll bring the count to 1-2. For a freshman, he's really got a good eye there at the plate, Hayden.
Yeah, I mean, he's done a really good job to start off the season, not having those basketball guys, had a lot of reps, and he's done a great job trying to figure it out, trying to make it great. Won't be able to make it.
What a play.
Oh, he does make it
over there at first base. Holy cow, I didn't think he was going to get there. That was a pop foul over towards the fence over there by the first base dugout, and a sliding catch by Zion Hollis to end the inning. Great play over there by him. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Mount Pleasant is down by 7. We'll see what they can do offensively. You're watching Loretto Mustang Baseball here on the X Sports Network.
From our humble beginnings to today, Parks Lumber Company has continuously served Lawrence and surrounding counties for over a century. Although we started as a small lumber yard in 1896, we have grown to include everything you need to make your dream project come to life. No matter your building needs, our experienced staff will be with you every step of the way to ensure you receive the highest customer service and attention to detail you deserve. Visit us at 106 2nd Street or on Facebook. We guarantee you will see working with PLC is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Did you know that Resource MFG, an employee bridge company in Lawrenceburg, is the first and largest national manufacturing staffing company? They work alongside the top plants and facilities in the area to provide you with job opportunities in production, quality, maintenance, supervision, and all levels of management. Resource MFG has positions open right now to meet your needs today and a full staff ready to work with industrial partners to grow opportunities for this generation of workers and the next. Reach out today and start your employment journey with Resource MFG.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
Welcome back to the X Sports Network. Taylor Plott here alongside Hayden Burks. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning. JoJo Connor at the plate for the Mount Pleasant Tigers. 9-1-2 due up here in the bottom of the 5th for the Tigers. First pitch to Connor misses from Grant Fisher, 1-0. Fisher now at 85 pitches. Pitch number 86 is right here, and it swung on and drilled on the ground into left field. And Mount Pleasant has the leadoff hitter on base now to start things off here in the 5th. That was a extremely hard hit ball.
Yeah, he didn't get full contact of it, but he made enough to get through the 5-6 gap there and make it into left field.
That was the thing. It was hit so hard, but even that, it didn't have that good contact.
Yeah.
So JoJo Connor over at first base for the Tigers. Back to the top of the lineup with Jackson Lindsay. First pitch to him's upstairs for a ball, 1-0. 10-3 your score. So Mount Pleasant does have a lot of work to do to get back into this ball game.
They do got somebody warming up there in the bullpen.
For Mount Pleasant or
Mount Pleasant?
Yeah, okay. I see him down there. I didn't know if you're actually meaning for the Mustangs. Pitches in there for a strike. We're kind of talking about this off air. I think it was like a inning ago, but Fisher, 88 pitches now. He might not want to burn him out, especially with this much of a lead. So we'll see how much of a leash he has.
If he gets through, obviously, they're 3 runs away from ending it here.
Mm-hmm.
So if they get through this one, and they don't want to burn him out, but
Same thing as you don't want to allow Mount Pleasant to kind of sneak your way back into it.
That's why I think if we see 1 run come across for Mount Pleasant, they might make the decision to bring Grant in, not to burn him out.
2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. I tell you one thing, he's not lost any velocity on that fastball. He is humming in there by batters tonight. First out is recorded there. Now I'll bring up the shortstop, Hunter Holt, who's 2 for 2 with a single and a double.
I do see somebody warming up. I can't tell who it is.
I can't tell who it is either, but they are warming up down there along the left field line.
Yeah.
Short lead over there by Connor at first. Here's the pitch to Holt that misses outside for a ball.
I see who's warming up with them, but I'm not sure who that is pitching on the far side back there.
1-0 is going to be in the dirt. Stop. Good stop there by Jaden Aaron.
See if I can see who that is.
Throw back over to first. Good opportunity over there by Fisher. Just before he did that, I was curious if maybe the steal is on here with a 2-0 count. Now a count to 3-0. Pitch number 95 about to be delivered from Grant Fisher. Here it is. Is in there for a strike. Throw down to second. It's going to be in time, and they got him out there at second base. Great throw there by Jaden Aaron to get the throw out there to second base. Caught stealing is JoJo Connor as he's second out of the inning.
So now it's a 3-1 and Fisher. Obviously he's going to put one down the pipe.
He does, and that's roped out there into center field for another single. So Holt gets another hit. And I'll bring up the third baseman, Sheldon Christie, who's 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out. Short lead over there by Holt. And the throw home is popped up in the infield. Underneath it and dropped is Grant Fisher. That was a little bit of a dangerous situation there potentially. We don't want another injury tonight. Already had one. That was Cason Springer. Maybe Fisher needed to back off on that one, let one of the infielders try to grab it, but I understand the aggressiveness and wanting to grab that third out. All good, though. 0-1 pitch on the way. Misses for a ball, 1-1.
Ooh, he tried.
I know that voice.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep up with what's going on here.
That pitch misses downstairs, 2-1. Why don't we head on over to Hayden Burks for the quick score update. Hayden?
It's 8-7. Summertown needs 2 outs, top of the 7th to close it out.
2-1s popped out to the outfield. That's going to have enough room out there for the right fielder, Dylan Thompson, to grab it for the third out. So no go there scoring-wise for the Mount Pleasant Tigers there in the bottom of the 5th inning. We head to the top of the 6th. Good guys still on top, 10-3. You're watching Loretto Mustang Baseball here on the X Sports Network.
Are you looking for a non-factory job environment? Livingstone Freight Solutions is a 3PL company that began managing warehouses in Tennessee, Alabama, and Mississippi. With our multiple shifts and experienced management team, our goal is to give you, as an employee, a safe family work environment and competitive wages. We offer a wide variety of employment opportunities from forklift drivers to management level positions. We also strive to offer a competitive benefit package and PTO options. For more information or to apply, visit us at livingstonefs.com or give us a call at 931-269-3255.
Lawrenceburg Flooring and More is your premier source for hardwood, laminate, luxury vinyl tile, sheet vinyl, residential and commercial carpet, carpet tiles, ceramic and porcelain tile, waterproof floating floor, plus blinds and shutters. Lawrenceburg Flooring and More is also home to all name brands and can tackle projects big and small. Installation, you're covered with installers who've got years of experience and stand behind their work. Let Lawrenceburg Flooring and More make your design dreams a reality. 2760 Highway 43 North, or visit lawrenceburgflooringandmore.com.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
Welcome back to the X Sports Network. Tailpot here alongside Hayden Burks. We're going to the top of the 6th inning. Let's bring it over to Hayden Burks for some breaking scoring news over there, Hayden.
Well, Summertown just defeated Lewis County, so they will pick up the victor split with the Panthers. So if Loretto can pull away with the win tonight and the win tomorrow, they will all be in a three-way tie for the top seed. So, like I said, not sure what the tiebreaker is. Coming into this game, I thought there was only two teams fighting for it, Lewis County and Summertown, and, you know, the more I looked at the score and the more I kind of looked into it, you know, they'll all be still in it. But Loretto, they got to take care of business tonight and tomorrow on senior night. So, then again, still things up in the air. It will be a two-way tie right now, but if Loretto wins out when it comes to district play, there will be a three-way tie. So
you're telling me there's a chance?
Telling me there's a chance. There's a chance.
There's a chance. Now, of course, Loretto needs to finish its business here. They're up 10-3. Due up this inning is Burleson, Fisher, and Laxton.
Well, it won't be a coin flip. I can say that.
God, I hate the coin flip.
Well, there's only a coin flip is between two teams. There'll be a three-team. So unless there's a, you know, some three-sided coin that we're unaware of, then have to figure that out.
We do have a new pitcher on the mound here for I don't know what happened with my iPad. It's Bentley Connor who's on the mound here for the Mustangs, or excuse me, not the Mustangs, for the Tigers, I should say. So Connor comes in from center field. Looks like they just did a switch out there from center. One, two is your count. To Grayson Burleson is 1 for 3 tonight. Wind in the pitch by Connor is going to be fouled back. I'll bring the count even. Or excuse me, that will keep the count at 1-2, sorry. Getting a little chilly out here.
Yeah, not too cold to put on a jacket, but
not yet, but it's getting close. Nice, pleasant evening here in Mount Pleasant. It's pleasant to have a pleasant evening in Mount Pleasant. I guess that's why they call it Mount Pleasant. 2-2 pitch will be upcoming here. 10 runs, 8 hits, 4 left is your line score for the Mustangs. So far, 3 runs off of 5 hits, 3 errors, and 3 left for the Mount Pleasant Tigers. 2-2 pitch is swung foul. Back over towards the on-deck circle. Fisher picks that up and throws it back to the catcher. Home plate umpire puts it into his left pocket. And we're ready here for the 2-2 pitch. Connor winds, slow wind, and delivers. That's going to be in the dirt, full count. Connor has that wind-up motion where he doesn't really pick his leg up. Kind of keeps it down towards the dirt until he's ready to pitch. There it is, and he pitches, and that pitch is driven out into right field on the ground for a leadoff single.
Now batting number 1, Grant Fisher.
So now we're in the heart of the order. Leadoff runners at second. Fisher's had a pretty good game so far. I think he's 2
for 3.
2 for 3, so he's been pretty good at the plate here.
Stretching the pitch to Fisher's down the dirt. Connor has one of those motions, Hayden, that can be a little sneaky on you, especially if he's throwing strikes, can kind of get up on you quickly. Swung on, drilled out towards left field. That's going to be in for another single around second, and stopping there is Burleson. And just like that, 2 on with nobody out here to start things off in the top of the 6th.
Kind of in the same spot they were in the top of the 4th, as they've got nobody on. Got a curse runner, Asher Sharp, going over to first for Fisher. So maybe they can get bases loaded again with no outs and kind of guarantee some runs in.
Could guarantee some runs. If they get 3, they'll put the run rule in effect potentially. Just depends on what Mount Pleasant does in the bottom of the inning. So, of course, you like to see that potentially take place. Swing and a miss. Good cut there by Lucas Laxton, but he was late on that pitch from Bentley Connor. Runner at second is Burleson. Runner at first is the courtesy runner, Asher Sharp. 0-1 pitch is swung on, popped out into center field.
Slips.
Tough play. He slipped out there. Did George Clinksdale. That's going to get down. That's going to allow 1 run to score. That's Burleson around third. Over to third is Sharp, and that is going to be a double out there for Lucas Laxton.
Yeah, the way he was running around and he tried to turn, it looked like, and of course, this turf, it is slick out there.
It is definitely slick out there. And Clinkscale out there in center had a read on it, but he just fell down, and that was the end of that. And that is a double for Laxton. I'll bring up the catcher, Jaden Aaron, who is 1 for 2. Looking for more here. No outs, 1 run into the inning. That pitch is fouled over towards the first base dugout.
I tell you what, you better believe Aaron. He sees these runners in scoring position. He's going to try to get some RBIs on his resume.
Looking to attack here potentially is Aaron. Connor looks in, gets the pitch selection. He's ready in the stretch and the pitch. Swing and a miss on a ball downstairs. A little aggressive there by Aaron. 0-2. Not shocking that he's aggressive there. I understand it. Got the potential game-ending run over there at second base. That pitch is swung on foul. That's going to get out of play.
Holland ain't going to be able to get hold of that one.
He's not getting that one. He made a great play earlier over there by the fence, by the first base dugout, sliding catch in foul territory.
2 good plays in foul territory.
Yeah, that's right. 2 good plays in foul territory. That potential game-winning run at second base, that's only if Mount Pleasant does not score in the bottom of the inning. That would be the run rule factor in place. 0-2 pitch from Connor. Here it is. That's going to be downstairs, 1-2. Just eclipsed the 2-hour and 2-minute mark here in the game. That's at least what I have according to my iPad. One-two pitch to Aaron. Swung on, chopper. That's going to get out to second base. That's going to allow 1 run to score over to first. Is in time for the first out. So productive RBI there by Jaden Aaron. Now your score is 12-3. So Laxon over there to third base.
Is it 1 or 2 outs?
It is 1 out.
1 out. Okay, I was wondering.
It is 1 out. Braden Bennett at the plate here, who's 0 for 3.
For some reason, I want to say Lucas got out, and then I saw him over at third. So I got that one wrong.
Well, I'll tell you what. If what I have is wrong and the scoreboard's wrong, then I guarantee that the umpire's wrong.
And we're all wrong.
And in that case, let's just end the game, pack it up, and call it a night.
Yep, figure it out tomorrow.
1-0 pitch. Swung on, chopper over to third base. Throw over to first is going to be in time. Throw over to home is not in time. Almost had a play over there. Laxon was kind of taking his time to get down the line. Almost cost him there. But that is the 13th run of the ball game. So now the run rule would be in effect going into the bottom half of the inning. So 5-3 on the putout. That's going to be the second out of the inning. And now Ben Lyles will be up at the plate here. He's 2 for 2 with the home run and a single. First pitch to him is going to be in there for a strike, 0-1. Connor has that delay wind-up and pitches. That's almost caught a piece of Lyles. He jumped out of the way on that one.
He had to play dodgeball with that one.
He did. A lot of people trying to have to play dodgeball tonight. One is driven out towards second base. Gathering is Howe. He throws over to first in time. That ends things here in the top of the sixth. Run rule in effect for Mount Pleasant. If they don't get a score or a run on the board in the bottom of the sixth, your score is 13-3 in favor of the Mustangs. You're watching Mustang Baseball here on the X Sports Network.
Volco Auto Supply in Lawrenceburg has a legacy of being a family-owned and operated company. Since 1927, our business has grown and evolved into today's one-stop source for all your automotive supplies. But in that time, one thing has stayed the same, and that's our commitment to our customers and their needs. At Volco Auto Supply, you'll find everything for your car, truck, or even fleet of vehicles, but with good old-fashioned customer service the way it needs to be. That's Volco Auto Supply, 416 Buffalo Road in Lawrenceburg. Visit VolcoAuto.com.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
Welcome back to the X Sports Network. Taylor Plott alongside Hayden Burks. We're headed to the bottom of the sixth inning. Mount Pleasant needs to have one to continue this ball game. 13-3 is your score in favor of the good guys this evening. Due up will be 4, 5, 6 hitters for Mount Pleasant. That is Howe, Hollis, and Williams. First pitch to Howe misses for a ball. Grant Fisher now at 101 pitches, still on the mound here for the Mustangs. He winds, and the 1-0 pitch is going to be in there for a strike, 1-1.
Well, we were talking about it during the break. He's already, what is that, 102 now?
102 now.
102, and he still hadn't lost much on that pitch. That's in there, too.
Definitely. Quickly 1-2 here, so big lead. Fill the strike zone the best you can. Let your defense work. Here's 1-2 pitch. It's going to be up and away. Ball one. And that's right. Even though he's got 104 now, he is still pumping those strikes in there. Fastballs still looking nice and lively. That pitch misses down. That'll bring the count full to 3-2. One thing you don't want, though, is just unforced errors to potentially extend this ball game. Swing and a miss. Blew it right by Carson Howell as the first out of the inning. Now I'll bring up the first baseman, Zion Hollis. He's over 2 at the plate, but I'll tell you one thing, we were talking about this earlier. He's had a heck of a time out there at first base defensively, making some great plays. So he's at the plate here trying to keep things going for the Mount Pleasant Tigers. First pitch from him.
There's a MVP for Mount Pleasant for this game. I'd definitely say it'd be Holland.
It's definitely him. Grant Fisher kind of fell there on the follow-through on the pitch. Looks like he's okay. Another fastball that batter was very late on. Another late swing, foul back, and it's quickly 0-2.
So now he can mess around with him, make him chase something.
Yep, bad throw over there by
good thing nobody's on.
Aaron. Yeah, good things nobody's on.
Yeah, good call there by David Weathers. I don't know if you caught, but he said to check it out, make sure the ball's not wet.
Yeah. Swung on, driven out towards left field. Plenty of room underneath is the left fielder Braden Bennett, and he catches it for the second out of the inning. Last call potentially here for the Tigers will be Paxton Williams, the designated hitter. He's 0 for 1 on a walk, or he has a walk, but he had a hard line drive shot just right at the right fielder Dylan Thompson. So he does have a little bit of pop in that bat. We'll see what we can do here with 2 outs. First pitch to him is going to miss downstairs for a ball, 1-0. Umpire calls time. Williams was holding up his hand, waiting, and umpire called time. So now we're ready to go. Things are good. 1-0 pitch. Upstairs almost hit him. My goodness. Pretty sure that was not intentional by Fisher, but holy cow, that was close to getting Williams in the face. He steps back in. Here's a 2-0 pitch. That's going to be down 3-0. So Fisher kind of losing things here. Let's see if we can get back in to this 3-0 count. Umpire says go for play, and here's the wind of the pitch. Just missed downstairs. Ball 4, and Williams makes his way to first base. I'll keep the game moving here, and that will bring up the now center fielder, George Clinkscale.
Yeah.
And now David Weathers makes his way out to the mound. He's going to have a quick conversation with Fisher and Jaden Aaron.
In Ridgeway, he was about to make his way up there to the mound. I thought this was going to be a mound meeting, but I guarantee you this is between Weathers, Jaden, and Grant.
And he pats both of them on the back.
Yep.
Tells the infield, let's go. We got this.
I gotta say, the Jaden and Grant had a different conversation than the infield had.
Yes. I think it went along the lines of let's just get this taken care of, get out of here.
This is more of a confidence booster for the pitcher and catcher in the infield. It's like, all right, boys, we're 1 out away.
Yep. And who knows, he might have used some colorful language in that meeting, just to give him a little extra boost. Pitch just missed. That was a good pitch there by Fisher. Again, not in any dire situation, but you would like to just end the game here. That pitch is in there for a strike. I'll bring the count even to 1 apiece.
If you can't fall behind, in my opinion, because you're not hurting.
Yeah. That's in there.
There you go.
1-2. I'm completely with you. Don't want to. It's one of those things where just get it done and just end it right here. You don't want to try to extend it. Don't want to try to be cute or anything like that. Just pump strikes in there. Let your defense work. Here's that 1-2 pitch. Upstairs for a ball. I'll bring the count even to 2 apiece. Pitch number 118 about to come right here.
He's been liking the 2-2 count so far tonight. See if he can get it.
He still does, but that one's fouled over towards the netting, and we'll do it all over again. Grant in the stretch, and the pitch foul back late again is George Clinkscale, but he's battling. That one, he's got bees in his hand.
Yeah, that one didn't feel good.
I
thought he was limping at first, but then again, I saw he kind of flexed his hands there too.
You get enough bees in there, your whole body feels it.
Yeah. It
I know that
right through your hands into your arms and goes right down to your toes.
Yeah, I know that feeling very well. 2-2, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, down in the dirt. Tag on the batter, Clinkscale, and that ends things here in Mount Pleasant on that strikeout. Final line score, then we'll go through some stats real quick, and then we'll toss things to Hayden for a quick last word. Line score for this evening, Loretto had 13 runs on 11 hits. They left 4 on base. Mount Pleasant had 3 runs off of 5 hits. They also had 3 errors and left 4 on base as well. Had 2 home runs tonight. That was from Cason Springer, and I believe it was also Ben Lyles.
Yeah, Ben Lyles.
Ben Lyles had that as well. Your line score for your pitchers for Loretto, Grant Fisher, of course, had that complete game right there. 3 runs, all of them earned, struck out 7, and walked 4. For the home team, Mount Pleasant Tigers, their pitching staff started off with Jackson Lindsay on the mound. Jackson Lindsay on the mound. He went 1 inning. He had 24 pitches. He allowed 4 runs. 5 runs. 4 of them were earned. He did not record any strikeouts or any walks. George Clinksdale came in relief. He had 4 innings of work, allowed 5 runs. 4 of them were earned, struck out 2, and walked 4. And Bentley Connor came in for just 1 inning of work. He allowed 3 runs. All of them were earned, and he did not record any strikeouts or walks. Hayden, what's your kind of final thoughts on this ball game? Another great win for the Loretto Mustangs.
Well, good job by Loretto coming up with a big win against Mount Pleasant. Just taking care of business. Hope Cason Springer's okay after taking that nasty pickoff shot to the face. I think looked like he'll be okay, but still prayers out to him. But, yeah, they got to take care of business. They're going to play on Wednesday. First time they've played on Wednesday this season because of the weather and due to it being a district game, they have to get it in. But then again, tomorrow's senior night. They're going to be pumped up, ready to go, trying to get a win, end out the season, and end out district play with a win. And after that, 3 more games, then you're going off the tournament. So hopefully they can end off on a high note and try to get things going and bring home another district championship.
Hopefully they can, too. Of course, we'll be watching the forecast all week. Looks like tomorrow there could be some games that get in, but Thursday and Friday look to be pretty iffy. But I believe for the Mustangs, those if they have games Thursday and Friday, I think those are the ones that you don't matter really.
The only one they have to play is tomorrow. After that, they don't have to play in the rest of them.
So hopefully we can get the game in tomorrow. But of course we'll be watching that forecast, and of course you can watch all of our forecasts on Tennessee Valley Weather. We'll keep you updated on the latest on that. Final score here is 13-3 in favor of the good guys. For Hayden Burks, I'm Taylor Plott. Thanks for joining us this evening for another edition of Loretto Mustang Baseball. Hope everybody has a wonderful Tuesday evening. Stay safe out there. We'll see you here tomorrow night for more Mustang Baseball. You've been watching the X Sports Network.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.